and welcome to the featured discussion for 2nd July 2021. My name is Harsh Singh, and in this featured discussion, we have brought to you an important discussion on drone technology. Drone was lately used to conduct an attack on the Indian state at Jammu. It was utilized to conduct an attack at the Air Force Station in Jammu. Right. This attack was conducted in this specific manner. Suppose this area is the defense area, right? And there is a wall as well. The drone helped to lift the explosive and it crossed the wall and conducted the operation by bursting these two explosive across the wall in defense area, right? This is how it was conducted. Now, Pakistan has been using drone technology against India, but never till now has it used drones to carry out attacks. It has been using these drones to smuggle arms. It has been using drones for supplying ammunitions and drugs across the border, but not in this warfare, right? This warfare is a little asymmetric in nature. Do you understand what is asymmetric is? Asymmetric means there is no symmetry. India is not attacking Pakistan in these ways, covert, hidden ways, but Pakistan is doing that. And therefore, we need to understand this technology in detail to be able to avert, to be able to stop these kind of attacks, right? So firstly, what is a drone? This is an unmanned air vehicle, right? There is no active person who is sitting inside the drone and running this drone, right? So that means it is remotely managed, remotely guided, right? Also, it has got arms. These arms can lift weapons. They can carry a camera. So they are used for various kind of activities, right? Now, this makes it force multiplier. What is a force multiplier? Now, this keyword means that places where humans cannot go, drones can go. It can reach that place in a shorter time, right? It can also be used for multiple durations surveillance, for longer hour surveillance. So these are many advantages of drones. They can be used for delivering medicines, delivering blood, important organs, important gadgets required at stipulated time. However, it can also be used against humanity. Right now, it was used against humanity. And this is where we should know what are the threats attached to drones, right? Now, you can refer to this diagram. This is about how drones is used for good purposes as well. For example, distribution of medicines. For example, creating 3D maps through LiDAR, rescue operations, right? Supplying agricultural commodities, for example, fertilizers, surveillance. This is some activity drones can carry out. Military operations as was carried out against India, delivering products, and aerial photography and survey, right? Now, but since it is used against state, and therefore we have to know what are the security threats for any nation. First of all, drones have got stealth capacity. What is stealth? Stealth means one can hide themselves. Now, drone can hide itself practically because it flies very close to the surface of Earth, and therefore radars cannot detect it. It is already very small and therefore difficult to detect. Also, it has got plastic body. Now, heavier bodies can easily be detected through radar, but plastic body are again tough to detect. Therefore, it has got a lot of stealth capability. Again, it is easily available in the market. Since it is easily available for other activities like wedding celebrations, like conducting survey of the air, in casual manner, right? For recreation purposes, people can utilize those drones also for negative work, right? Now, because it can also be used for other activities in the market. Therefore, it is very tough to differentiate whether the drone flying near us, it is for against the state activities, against the government, doing something wrong, or just for recreation purposes, right? Now, it is also attractive to terrorists. You know why? Because if terrorist is using a drone, they are not risking their own life. This is one very important thing. If they are using drone, they will have precision of attack because drone will also use GPS. It will use GPS to attack at the precise location, right? It is also less costly than other kind of operations which are done, right? So they are very advantageous for the terrorist as well. Also, it has got a versatile configuration. Many such devices which are used in terrorist attacks, they transmit and they receive signals. Drone can be under radio silence completely. That means since no signals are received to drones, therefore detecting drone is very tough. They have got ultimate capacity to attack in case it is required. And therefore we must have some steps, some mitigation steps in the procedure to ensure that drone attacks are not carried out against the country. So one important way is having geofencing. Now, geofencing is a method by which the government says that we will ensure that no drones fly near strategic areas, near areas like military bases, like security agencies, like airports, right? Security areas, stadiums, etc. Second, we can have detection systems. For example, although drone cannot be detected because it does not receive important signals, it can be in radio silence, but eventually drones do transmit data. No, they transmit about their location to the receiver. They transmit a lot of important content. For example, if they are recording, they are taking pictures, they transmit that. These can be caught, right? These can be caught by the radio receivers and sensors, and this is how they can be caught, right? These drones. The next mitigating step is having electronic defense. Now we can place, since drones use global positioning system also to attack, what if we do not give accurate data to drones? If we do not give accurate data to drones, they will not be able to attack at the right place. They will, the focus of the attack will be at some other place, and therefore these can be used in electronic defenses mechanisms as well, right? Now, what is ideally required to be done is that India develop an anti-drone technology. In fact, it has already developed. DRDO has developed a technology in which drones won't be flying, say, 2 to 3 kilometers close to the prime minister, to important locations. They have already tried and tested this, right? So this is a very good strategy. Through this strategy, drones are completely jammed. They are jammed. They will not be able to operate, right? So this is one. Second one is having certain norms. For example, one norm already in place is that beyond visual range, these devices will not be made operational for normal activities. So beyond 450 meters, right, which is visual range, one cannot, if one cannot see the drone, the person will not be able to, should not be, and will not be using drones there. So this is beyond visual range usage of drones, which is to be withheld. It is not to be done. So this is another norm which can be placed. The third one is using counter unmanned aircraft systems. So through this system, one can ensure that these unmanned air systems or air vehicles are countered in the air, right? So this is what it is. And the fourth one is calling these drone attacks as ceasefire violation. Very simple. Diplomatic channels also must be used to ensure that drone attacks are not followed against any nation, right? So we have seen technology, use of technology. We have developed a DRDO technology. This is one. Then we have a norm in place in which drones cannot be used beyond visual range. And then we have diplomatic solution also. So all the measures could be used to ensure that drone is used only as a boon, only as a friendly technology, and not as a technology against the government, right? After having gone through the video, all you got to do is attempt this question, discuss the advantages and shortcomings of drone technology. We just discussed so many advantages and such important critical issues, right? Since it is a developing technology, a lot of norms are not in place. Since it is a developing technology, we are yet to discover what are the ill effects of drone, and therefore these norms must be placed sooner than later, right? So all you got to do right now is pause this video, think about all the aspects of drone that we discussed, and how such issues can be mitigated. Expect a question like this in your exam.